March 18th, 2020. King Darius, ready to put Daniel in charge, signed the 30-day decree. On the 17th of March, which was yesterday. It says March 18th, but I started the video yesterday. March 17th, 2020. Donald Trump here. This is today, March 18th.
Candidates, absolutely.
Border, sir. When you say which border? The northern border. When you say temporary, which is what you said in your tweet, does that mean 30 days?
I would say 30 days, and hopefully at the end of 30 days we'll be in great shape.
Sir, when you say
Which border?
the northern border. When you say temporary, which is what you said in your tweet, does that mean 30 days?
I would say 30 days, and hopefully at the end of 30 days we'll be in great shape.
And this Daniel was preferred above the presidents and the princes because an excellent spirit was in him. And the king thought to set him over the whole realm. Then the presidents and princes sought to find occasion against Daniel concerning the kingdom, but they could not find anything against him, nor fault, for so much as he was faithful, neither was there any error found in him or fault. Then said these men, we shall not find any occasion against this Daniel, except we find it against him concerning the law of his God. Then these presidents and princes assembled together to the king and said unto King Darius, live forever. All the presidents and kingdoms and governors and princes and counselors and captains have consulted together to establish a royal statute and to make a firm decree that whosoever shall ask a petition of any god or man for 30 days, save thee, O king, he shall be cast into the den of lions. So from April 1st, which is April Fool's Day, 30-day period, land you right there on May 1st, 2020. And then you got 21 days from that point on. But before this, you have a 15-day period because Trump is telling you that they need 15 days in order to clear this virus. When he said that, it was on March 16th, 2020. For 15 more days, it brings us to April Fool's. And then there's a 30-day decree. But, however, Darius takes over. And then there's a 30-day decree because they, tricked him into following through with this 30 days where Daniel can't pray to his God because they'll start getting struck down.
When it's not being quarantined, right, it's going to hold people up even longer. They're going to be locked down longer because at first they lure you in with 2 weeks. And then
back on February 20th, 2020, they lure you in with 2 weeks. Here we are on March 18th, 2020, and on the 16th.
And finally, I want to remind every American of the president's 15-day guidance to slow the spread.
That would be 2 weeks.
We're grateful for members of the media and the general public that are adhering to
that 2 weeks, again, started on John's birthday. Started on the 16th. So you have your 2 weeks here from the time that it's gonna. Well, it's a 15-day plan. From this 2 week period that they lure you in with. So it brings you to the end, March 31st, going into April Fool's. However, from that point on, they're just going to add 30 days which comes up to 45 days, and the 45th president, and the 45 days between the 1290th day and the 1335th day, that the time it took for the abomination of desolation to get set up, to take the daily sacrifice away and get set up, it took 1290 days. And then blesses that person that waits 45 days. But the abomination of desolation isn't standing in the holy place just yet. Now tomorrow, there's a strong possibility that it could be on that day, because it's the COVID-19 on the 19th. And then you got May bombs dropping on May 3rd. And then the 21 days can go all the way to the 24th of May. But it's somewhere in between the beginning of May and May 3rd where Iran will drop bombs on America. And then it's, time to really start destroying everything. So he's reminding you of the 15-day period. And then when you just go a little bit further, up to 45 here, I believe it is.
Certainly, hotel industry, the cruise ship industry, the airlines, those are all prime candidates, absolutely.
On the northern border, sir, when you say
Which border?
the northern border, when you say temporary, which is what you said in your tweet, does that mean 30 days?
I would say 30 days, and hopefully at the end of 30 days, we'll be in great shape.
So again, back on February 20th, 2020, the theme to me is the coronavirus will spread through money, and it'll be blamed on being contagious to collapse the economy. The economy is or is not the economy collapsing? Was it collapsing on February 20th? Not at all. February 20th, it was doing very well. It's only the past week, 2 weeks, that it's straight tumbled and went downhill. So the virus is going to be blamed for it. They haven't said it yet, except for they have said it yet, because as of today, March 18th, Sheena Nina said that MSN.com headlines read, "Will handling cash put you at risk for corona?" So I asked for a link. Thanks for the link, Sheena. And then here we go. Here it comes. I just asked my neighbor today. He's been watching the mainstream media. Old head, follows Fox News. Nobody say anything about it. But all of a sudden, today, will handling cash put you at risk for the coronavirus? Here's the stock market. Daily. So here, right here in February. So basically all of February, it was, so around February 20th, it was basically at its highest point. Because you figure if this square is February and that's March, you see March where it tumbled down, and it goes up and it's tumbling. But here, right around, you'd say right here would be March in the middle, February in the middle, the 14th. So count 4 more little notches here, and it's probably right about there. It's pretty much at the highest that it's been. It was around 29,000. Either way, you just look at the chart. It was almost 30,000 at the time when I'm telling you that this coronavirus is going to collapse the economy. And it's going to be blamed on paper money. Is that not a collapsed economy? Yes, this is exactly what Christopher Green would be talking about on AM TV, but he has the world script in his hand. I just can sense the patterns that they're going to do. That's why I said on the day of this morning at 9:26 a.m., I'm wishing someone a happy birthday on YouTube. And so it's March 16th, which is Monday. I'm telling you that the stock market's going to tumble over 3,000 points today. And World War III will be declared by May 1st because of the second 9/11.
I think a lot of people will be surprised that the market dropped so sharply.
For the older people in our home, there might be a state of mind, not necessarily an age. So for those,
just know that it crossed the 3,000 mark right around a couple minutes before 4 o'clock. It reached the 3,000 mark. Which is right about right in this area right here.
so parents who
If you watch what happened as the president was speaking and what he was saying, it's when he said that the outbreak could last until July or August, that's when the Dow kind of nosedived hundreds of points.
But just remember, when the economy collapses, it's actually your freedom drawing.
it will be rationing, and when they have you, where they want you. And again, I told you, you would know what the agenda, I said this 2 weeks ago, you would know what the agenda was very, very soon. What is it? A new global order. Collapse of the monetary fiat system of the dollar so that they can expunge and erase all the debts. Implement the new global world order. Bankrupt you so that it can expunge and erase all the debts. Implement the new global world order.
Erase all the debts.
Said about millennials and others perhaps not taking some of these warnings as seriously as you would like. Some of those people also seem to be your supporters and conservatives who may be quoting some of what you said at the beginning of this, comparing it to the flu. What is your message to them to really follow what you've been saying so far? And are you concerned that they're still listening?
Yeah, they have done an incredible job and they never complain. Today I'm also announcing that the Department of Housing and Urban Development is providing immediate relief to renters and homeowners by suspending all foreclosures and evictions until the end of April. So we're working very closely with Dr. Ben Carson and everybody from HUD. Every generation of Americans has been called to make shared sacrifices for the good of the nation. Bipartisan so forth.
more than $1,000.
What we're going to see, I don't want to get into that right now, John. We are looking at different numbers. We're looking at timing that would be different, splitting the time, splitting the payments. We're looking at a lot of different things. Hasn't been determined yet, but it will shortly be determined, and people want to go big as opposed. Everybody seems to want to go big, and they want to get to the recovery. The big day is the big thing we can do is get rid of this horrible, I call it the unseen, as opposed, everybody seems to want to go big, and they want to get to the recovery. The big day is they want to get to the recovery. The big day is the big thing we can do.
Critical sectors of the economy, a $250 billion payment on April 6th directly to individuals, another $250 billion payment on May 18th, again, directly to individuals, and as well, $300 billion for small business individuals, another $250 billion payment on May 18th, individuals, another $250 billion payment on May 18th, again.
I'll let Pence explain to you how these disasters are completely set up.
Nations Center, and today at the President's direction, FEMA has gone to level 1. FEMA's mission is to support disasters that are locally executed, state managed, and federally supported. And tomorrow, the president will is to support disasters that are locally executed, state managed, and federally supported.
Locally executed. Disasters that are locally executed.
No passengers on cruise ships and all of the things that have happened. But I will say that they can't be blamed for this. And we want to keep those companies vibrant because there's going to be a comeback very, very quickly as soon as this is solved. And
He's telling the truth.
Will be solved. We will win, and there will be a comeback, and it'll take place very quickly.
$250 million. There's give or take 330 million Americans or so. If you just do the math on that, that's about $750 a person. A family of four, that would be about $3,000 on average. Again, rough math. Which is that where this is headed?
No, I don't want to say that because it's a moving. These are all every number that you mentioned. Yes, we've talked about those numbers. We're also moving those numbers.
Now, what he's talking about here is every person gets $750, or the average $750, and it'd be $3,000 for a family of four. I don't know if that's a week, per month. I didn't quite hear that, but here's the thing: they're also in Philly parking is free. They're not enforcing the meters. All these things are coming about. Rent is being forgiven until the end of April. Now, let's say they do that for an entire month, but they're using billions of dollars to do it, and that's what he's giving away money. But when you understand that money means nothing, it's just nothing. And parking, well, they created the parking. They created toll booths where you got to pay money and people sit there and collect the money. Now, the tolls, nobody's there. They're saying they'll bill you for it, but they don't even have to do that. My point is, they're the ones that set up the damn problem in the first place, having us pay for stuff like parking and driving and getting around. And then what they're showing us now, at least within the next month, is they're taking it away. We're not being charged for parking, so it's free. Okay, well, isn't that the way it was supposed to be originally anyway? We don't have to pay for the tolls, or they're billing us for it, but when we don't have to pay for it, isn't that the way it was supposed to be originally? So they're taking away the things that they had already put in place that was the problem, but now they're acting as if, heaven's coming down on earth, which it is, but it's already been here because that's how it was supposed to be. So if he is able to take all of America and have everything's free for a month, it's like debt forgiveness. Your rent, your mortgage. Next, he'll tell you the car payments are deferred for a month. All these things can actually take place. And this is what Trump is showing us right now, that we can live without a money system. America is supposed to be the country, according to the Bible, that stands up upon its feet. The eagle. Trump's playing the eagle, that he stands upon his feet, and we're basically independent of all the other countries, because what we're doing here, and again, if you want to leave America and you know what's happening, and you're told that we're all going to burn and die and you're scared, good, beat it, get out of here. We don't need you here anyway, because when the transformation happens, it's already happening right now. Basically, it's like this. There's two beliefs. That everything that you think is going to happen, it's not going to happen. Everything that you don't think is going to happen is going to happen. So it seems too good to be true that everything's starting to become free. So it's not going to last. It will. You think we're all going to die because the military, National Guard's called. They're going to be putting us in our house and keeping us in house arrest, and you think that they're going to kill us and we're all going to die. We're not. It's the exact opposite of what's happening. And if you can ride that wave all the way through, this is the greatest damn moment in history. All I can tell you people is this. I'm feeling it to the core of my bones how this is happening, and it's unfolding perfectly as I'm seeing it now, saying it beforehand, putting in my titles, showing you this is the pattern it's going to be. When the economy collapses, it's the beginning of letting my people go. And then this clown over here is telling you that the economy is going to collapse because he knows it is. But at the same time, he's telling you that he's trying to make it seem like it's a bad thing that Trump is handing out the free money. But all he has to do is, it's about access. Think about the access cards with welfare. It's not actually money. It's an access card. You get access to a certain amount of food for free. I want the access. I want the card. And I want to be able to share it with the people that need it. Now, everything's not going to be free. Like, it's not like you're never going to have to work again. Nobody. Because we still need a system. However, because even when you're retired, people want still things. They still want things to do. You're not going to have to work as much because AI is taking over. And everybody's sharing. So the need for money is not even there. It's just the need to control you. This is why Jonathan Kleck is going to get everybody who took the money. Everybody took the money. And when he finally collapses all the dollar bills, they stand in shame. We take over. The Christ spirit takes over. And then the elite serve us. Now, they're not going to be worshiping our feet. They're going to be opening up their doors. Donald Trump. How many? Just one example. Miami Beach Resort in Miami, Florida. He is going to open up his doors to... There's Donald Trump right there. He's going to open up his doors come June 1st to RobinsHood. Whoever's in RobinsHood, the door is going to be opened up. All the buildings that he has, he just doesn't have to charge you a dime. Does he need to make a dime? No, not at all. Why does he have to charge us a dime to go and live or stay in a very a real nice, luxurious hotel, and stay on the beach and then travel around and enjoy life the way that they do? He doesn't need to charge us. So that's one example of one person that once the person's heart changes, which it did, Trump's heart changed. Him and Kleck and Steve, they're all the same. They all communicate with each other. Kleck has all the goods in the world too. He already told you he's going to share. He's willing to share, but not to people that are forcing him to. I didn't have to force Kleck to share. I just changed his heart over the past 3 years in order to give him a desire to even want to share. So he's going to have all military at his fingertips to do whatever it is that he wants them to do. And if he wanted them to kill us, they would have to do and follow orders. That's not the case. So believe what you want. If you believe that we're going to all die, you live in hell right now because you're fearful, you're scared. If you understand that this is Bible prophecy being fulfilled and it's going to happen very, very quickly, well, then you get to ride the wave all the way through, and especially the waves of Miami Beach on June 1st, 2020, when Trump opens up the doors to the Miami Beach International Resort in Miami, Florida, the Trump International Beach Resort. The tour 30-day retirement party on Trump International Beach Resort, Miami, Florida. Last year, 30-day reservation at Trump International Beach Resort, first day of the year. It's the first day of the year, the first year till July 1st for 4. Because I'm telling everybody, sign up now, get your reservations Get your reservations in now to experiencing the revelation. June 1st, 2019. Again, it's 365 days ahead of time. Free of charge. Have I not been pushing free of charge? Because that's the way the system's going to be. At Trump International Beach Resort last year. Oh man, it's when I had the Camaro. That must have been really last year. I gave that back on June 28th.
It's time to start putting in requests.
Okay, so February 2nd, I'm already seeing that the theme is we're gonna have our it's our turn
I'm putting in a request.
for the elite to serve us.
Time. Trump. Mr. Donald Trump.
I sure missed that
putting
car.
in a request ahead of time. There's a certain hotel that you got right in Miami. It's a really, really nice resort right there on the beach. I'm going to go to my computer. I'll show you exactly which one.
Really? You know I can find out who these 8 thumbs down are, and you ain't going. No, you know what? Matter of fact, you're going to go, but you're going to be cleaning the toilets, and you're going to be opening up the doors because you were someone who stood there in shame. But Tucker, while I stay in my top floor penthouse suite, I will repaint it in the top of the line emerald paint by Sherwin-Williams. $110 a gallon, perfect paint job, walls trim. I leave 30 days later. That's a perfect deal, ain't it? This is what you call the barter system. Instead of a sealer, I'll use a translucent glaze, which changes colors as you walk by. One-of-a-kind finish work. Hell yeah. Did somebody say clear word? Hell yes, they did. Freedom. Free of charge. Free.
Trump Hotel, 4400 Northwest
44, 444.
7th Ave,
7th and up to
Doral,
8th.
Florida, 33178.
Oh, snap. Well, that's the end of this video. It's all coming up. It's all going to be free for those that put in the work, and your works do follow you. There's a great reward for this, for enduring to the end.